maybe not the flowers. These are giving dead autumn flowers. These are from my birthday. But birthday is now out the way. The snow has officially arrived this morning. It was snowing. So I was like, this is the universe telling me I need to decorate the house. So it begins. We're starting to decorate for Christmas. I've just had actually one of my first orders come. I need to basically get Chris to get everything down from the loft. You know, that dreaded task. I'm gonna have to bribe him with something, like get him his favourite chocolate bar or something, because it's going to be a big job. We've got to get all the Christmas trees down, all the decks down. But before we do, I thought I'd actually show you what's new in. I haven't actually got a lot this year because I thought I did get quite a bit last year, and I very want to go for that kind of traditional Christmas theme. Talking about the Ralph Lauren Christmas. I did actually pretty much do this last year, so I was ahead of the trend. So I actually do have quite a few bits, as I said. So I've got like the tartan ribbon, I believe. The candlesticks. I also want to add just like little kind of ornaments, and these have just like that nostalgia feel. And I did get a few of these last year, and what I love when it comes to Christmas decorations, although I know this is from Zara Home, I do like getting really different and bespoke pieces. And my sister actually works in this lovely interior shop in the Cotswolds, and she got me a few pieces from there for my birthday present. And it's just little bits like that where you kind of collect them and collate them, and I think that's just what Christmas is all about, just having that nostalgia. And that's what reminds me of it, of when I was a kid, of just like having all these different baubles that meant different things. So that's kind of how I want to create my Christmas this year. I want it to be very traditional. So I did actually order some things from Zara Home, and I'm going to go and look in the garden centres. I'm going to go to home sense as well, because I really want to go all out this year. So let's unbox this together. This, I believe, is the garland, which is actually really cool because it's got the tartan going through it in these kind of recycled meshed up ribbons, which I really like. And this would be fun to intertwine it into something, even maybe on the staircase, which we are finishing this weekend. We're going to be finishing staining, painting, and getting the stair runner put down, which is very exciting. It's one of those jobs that we just kept putting off because we've been busy. But I'm not sure if you can see up close. This is the tartans running through. This also come in a different colourway, but I quite liked the red. I definitely want to be having a lot of pops of red throughout the decor this year, so I thought this would be nice to intertwine. Also collaborating with a florist, so she's going to be coming and helping me install both of the fireplaces in the study and also the main living room. So like I said, to go all out, I really wanted to invest and make it look extra cozy this year. So she's going to be coming in next week, so I'm going to be doing all of the install then, and just getting everything prepped beforehand. So like getting the tree down, getting the tree up, figuring out all the decorations I've got, because it is honestly like a day or two job. Like I remember last year, it took me just under a week, so I had to kind of like keep coming back to it. Then I also got some ribbon. So I got, the lighting isn't the best, it is just literally getting dark here at 3 o'clock. So I'm having to come in a bit closer, but this is the lovely gingham ribbon, which I thought would be great for styling, having this wrapped around maybe candles, have this for obviously gifting, and this is part of the Christmas edition. So I thought this is actually really pretty. I got some napkins because I want to dress the dining table. I want to transform everything in here. It's felt a little bit flat the past few weeks and it needs some love. So I want to have a lovely dressed dining table, and I liked these napkins with the little sewing going around the edge. And then this, I don't know what it is, but this just gives me a nostalgia. And again, this is something my mom used to have in the kitchen when we were younger, and it is a fabric advent calendar, and I thought this is so sweet. I just loved it. And obviously you've got the little pockets, you can put different things in here, and I thought it might be nice for me and Chris to kind of start a little tradition. And I don't know why, I just thought this was really sweet, the fabric, the colours going through it, and maybe just like leave little notes for each other in here. I don't know, I'm going to come up with an idea for it, or even like a little chocky in the morning. Thought I loved that. Then this is a table runner, which goes quite nicely with the napkins, and again, it's that kind of print going through it with like the holly, the green, the reds. And I thought this could be nice running through the middle of the table, although it looks very short Let me see if it's going to fit. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to send that back. That's way too short. Ah, that's a shame. I'm going to have to get the longer size. I believe it came in 2 sizes. I should have measured it. That's my fault. Then these are for the table, and they're little name tags. So I thought this could be quite sweet to put little names on them. There's a set of 4, and they've got the holly in here and the greens and the reds, and I thought this was such a nice sweet idea for when hosting. We'll be having people over during the Christmas period, but we're not actually having Christmas Day here this year, and I'm not sad about it, guys. I have got the year off. I have hosted the last, I think it's been the last 3 years, and I needed a year off. Although I am having family come prior, so we will have family here, and I'm sure we've got friends coming as well. But it's going to be quite nice not having actual Christmas Day here in a way. But these are, I believe, the napkins. Said I did do this order a while ago and it's arrived. Yes, these are the napkins. I thought this is quite a cool idea. They're, if you don't want to have the faff of anything, you get a pack of 20, and it's a check bow, just paper ones. So these are actually easy to put on the table and dress it for you. You could actually use these in other places, I guess, but because it's more of like a napkin material, these would be nice if they were actual bows to have as decor. What have we got in here? This is more ribbon. So this is the red velvet frayed ribbon. I like the attention to detail that it comes in the wood around it. But yeah, this I believe was selling out quite quick, and I remember last year it was hard to get my hands on this, so I got 1 roll of this, and then I got 1 roll in another colour, and I thought this would be great for dressing a lot of pieces throughout the house. Go at the bottom. Oh my god, how cute is this? This is what I meant about traditional Christmas. I just wanted it all to be a little bit mix match. A car with the presents on top, and I thought this is so sweet for it on the tree, and just adding little bits of different pieces like this. I saw this and they have quite a few different bauble options, and I thought this was actually really sweet. Maybe I got catfish for this because I ordered a set of baubles and they're actually tiny. So these might be returned. Yeah, these absolutely, I got catfish for these. I probably didn't properly check the size. And these are absolutely tiny. They probably could work on the tree as little fillers, but I would prefer if they were bigger. I had to add a horse somewhere, so I got the gingerbread rocking horse. So it's a candle. I won't be lighting it probably until like Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever, but I thought this was really sweet as decor, or you could probably just keep it. It actually smells so good. This is the gingerbread warm and tasty smell, and I feel like they do have this in a candle as well, which I might get because it smells so lovely. And it's this burgundy rocking horse. You can kind of see the theme I'm going for. Name tags and gift tags for the table and for gifting on with the presents. So I thought, again, I tried to get all of this a little bit earlier because I know it sells out. So I thought like the tartan with the little gift tags is very sweet already, because I feel like it is probably too early for it. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I honestly got catfished. Like, I thought these were big size candles and they're tiny. What is going on with my order? Oh, I wanted this for the bedside table. It's a mix of silver and gold. I thought this is a lovely little tray. This is actually really chic. I love that. So I'm going to put it next to our new bedside tables, which are arriving next week. Then I got a few of these little vintage houses. I love getting these each year and adding to the collection. And I liked the fact that this kind of had the cream vintage feel to it. So you put your little light on if it works. Some of them work, some of them don't, which I spoke too soon. How sweet. Little light up house. So I can put this on the shelving or on the coffee table. And then I also got another one to match, which is the larger version. There we go. So I thought these would actually look really nice together. And you can style these throughout the house. And I liked that they had a little bit of a warmer tone to them. That's everything from my order. I pretty much did well. The only thing was, I believe, like the candlesticks, I don't know what went on there, are very small, but I know I can probably work with these somewhere, maybe dotted into a garland, because they're very tiny. And I think that's it. Oh, and the baubles, I just feel like these are probably going to be too small. And that is the basis, and then everything else I'm going to be getting out of the loft. and everywhere else we store it, and start pulling things together. I'm going to go to the garden centre, have a little nose, have a little shop, because it's places like that again where I feel like you find the little random ones. Got this picture frame from Amazon. I'm gonna take the packaging off, and I thought this is a nice find because I feel like I'm lacking quite a few frames around the house and just adding a little bit of character, and I felt like this horse literally looks a little bit like Santo. So I will start to obviously print some photos off of him so he can have his moment in the home, but I feel like for now this is a sweet way to add him into the house with this vintage print. And this was such a great find on Amazon. They came in different sizes as well, but I thought this was a really nice size. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, I'm going to start sorting all of this, and whilst I'm here, some of the decorations are on these. I started to get some of the tile samples through for our ensuite bathroom, and also the tiles for downstairs in the hallway, in the kitchen, and also we're going to be using them in the bathrooms as well. So that's very exciting because this is something I've wanted to do for so long, which is renovate our bathroom. And also I hate the tiles in our house downstairs, and I feel like this kind of feel to it a lot more about. I'm going to have actually an appointment soon. I'm going to go to the showroom and see it a little bit more in real life. I feel like it's going to go so perfectly with our home to have this in herringbone, to have it in pebble, and then I've also got some samples of the marble for in the bathroom for the shower as well, and I feel like this is actually going to be beautiful contrasted with dark wood, and I'm going to do a wallpaper in there as well. We're not going to be doing the bathroom now until January, but however with the tiles we're hoping to get that started pretty soon. So this is why I've got the tile samples here with me, because I've been having a look at them. So there's a lot going to be happening with the house. As I said, we're also going to be doing the stairs. We're going to finish that this weekend. We're going to paint the guest room, which is currently our room, and then all the furniture for our bedroom is arriving next week as well. So that will all start to be decorated in there. So lots happening to try and get the house as ready as I can for Christmas and start getting all the Christmas decks prepped. So that is the next goal for me right now. And then we can pop to the shops and do some Christmas shopping. I've literally got comfy bottoms on at the minute, so I need to change. And obviously my black roll neck on the top. But I cannot believe how dark it has got already at 3. So I'm really struggling with the light here. So I'm sorry if this has been not the best lighting, but nonetheless, it is the lead up to Christmas, which is very exciting. And I feel like I couldn't even say the word before, and I was being a bit of the Grinch in one of my last vlogs. I was like, guys, only November, and here we are, the end of November, coming to the end of November, and I'm very much in the Christmas spirit after seeing the snow this morning.
Is this the tree?
Huh?
Is this the tree? Or one of?
I don't know.
It'll be a thinner one, won't it? Because our one was quite big.
It's one of 75 boxes.
Right. Scale of happy. How happy are you?
Scale of happy. I'm not on that scale.
You're not even on it.
I'm not on that scale. I'm on the sad scale.
The tree is up, she is fluffed, she is big, and she is the moment. But this needs steaming and sorting. I can't do it at the minute because I've hurt my back from falling off Santo this week. So I'm a little less able, and Chris has just popped out, so I'm waiting for him to get back. I've managed to hook all the lights together, but I honestly love this tree. The only thing I was debating is to go higher with it and see if I can like lift it, put it on some boxes underneath. So I'm going to wait till Chris comes back and see if we can lift it. Because I remember last year I was on and on if this was too small, but then once you put the topper on, it's actually fine, because we did get the size above and it was just too much and we ended up returning it. So with this one I'm going to see if we can like makeshift it and just add a little bit of height if we can. And then obviously I need to play around with the skirt because it was small, but it works just kind of being like a half skirt here at the front because I put presents and stuff around anyway. Just adds magic to the room straight away when you walk in. And this, by the way, was from We Are Christmas. I tried like 3 different trees last year, ended up having to return a lot, which was like such hassle, but we found this one was the best one. And just putting it up now, we were just saying, oh my God, it's so much easier than having a real tree, because when we used to love getting a real tree, yes, the smell and everything was amazing, but the upkeep, it would obviously fall everywhere. It would basically die by Christmas. We would basically nearly be talking about a divorce, trying to put the lights around it. It was hell. And as much as I do love like the smell and the feel of a real Christmas tree, just having this one is 10 times easier. Before I'm putting anything on the tree, I love the fact it's pre-lit. It saves so much time, as I was saying. But I also add these, and they're remote controlled, so they don't have to plug in, which is super easy. And I've just started putting these on the tree. I just need to put a few more. I don't know if it's zoomed in, but you can see they come on these little clips. And I love these, the little candle lights. I feel like they just add that extra touch to the tree. So I feel like these do make a difference once it's fully decorated. So I just kind of place these around so it's evenly put on the tree. But I thought I'd share these because, like I said, they're so easy. Remote control, you just need batteries. But the light is slowly going, so I thought I'd get myself together. We've got the tree up and now it's time to decorate. But before we do, I think I'm gonna run to the garden centres and see if I can find some last minute bits. I wanna look for some red berry stems and if they have anything else. And I always just love having a little mooch, see what's in there. And then I will go to the other shops like Home Sense and the one in St Albans where I got these beautiful cushions from, hopefully tomorrow. So as long as I can get everything prepped today, that'll be great. And I've also just had a new order come, which is from Gathered Living, so I thought I'd show you that as well because there's some beautiful pieces I'm going to style. So this is beautiful, these 2 different mugs with the holly and mistletoe on. And then these are going to work great when I finally dress the dining room table. These bow and napkin rings, and I feel like these will go fast. And this isn't a good set, so you get quite a few, because I know a lot just sell them as 4, so it's nice that you get quite a few of these. But I love the antique brass finish on them. I've also got some of the bells, which I can add into the decor as well. I just think these are such lovely touches, and they actually have some really beautiful Christmas decor, so it's worth checking them out. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I mentioned, the florist is coming, and she is going to be helping me with all of the fireplaces, so the garland on the fireplaces. I'm going really kind of wild and rustic with them. And then while she's doing that, I will try get started on the banister, because obviously we're in the mix of staining and painting that in a minute before the carpet gets put down the stair runner. So I'll see if I can get that done tomorrow, the dining room, and then also I need to think about the office and looking at decorating the outside of the house, but that probably won't be till the weekend and we can figure that out another time. It's honestly like a full-time job. So this is why I was doing a whole prep before I actually get everything sorted. So let's pop to the shops, see what we can find, and then start putting things on the tree and kind of doing like a test before the real deal. I didn't get much from the garden centre. I did get a big pack of these bows, so I've got quite a few of these. I've just been playing around with how they're going to look on the tree. I got 3 of these, which I thought were very Ralph Lauren vibes, with the plaid and the little teddy bears. I thought this was really sweet, and then the velvet bow. And then I got a few of these berry twigs as well to like basically place into the tree and fill it out. So as you can see, very red and burgundy, but I feel like these are going to all come together when I start decorating. So I'm going to start putting the lights on, the Amazon ones I have, and the ribbon, and then I'll go from there. So I started to get some of the decorations down, and this was a lot from last year that I'm going to be reusing, which is this gorgeous red tartan ribbon. You can see I still have some of the bows that were created from last year where I've pinned them and tied them. So I'm going to go through all of these. And then there's a lot of baubles in here, which again, I'm going to reuse. I actually got these from Spain, these red velvet bows. So I've got a few of them. And then along with that, like these tartan kind of decorations as well. But there's a mix of burgundy in here. These are the bigger ones, which I thought the Zara Home ones would be. This kind of like deeper colour as well. I remember these were actually Zara Home last year. So there's a lot in here to have a play around with. And also just some random ones, which I love. And that's what I said, I like to kind of collate different ones. This is a Holland Cooper bauble that I got gifted. And we also have random ones in here, which we've just collated over the years, like Bailey's first Christmas that Chris's mom got us. And I just think that's so sweet, like just having all these little nostalgia memories added to the tree as well, which I'm going to integrate. What else have we got? We've got a snow globe. We've got these kind of jingle star bells. So kind of mixing all of this. So mixing everything that I had. I've got this tartan garland with bows and bells, which I think would be nice decorated maybe around the staircase. We'll have a look with that, or possibly in one of the bedrooms. Got a little teddy bear, which is obviously just like a little reminder of Bailey, as he loves his bears. And I thought this was sweet from 2023 M&S when they brought out the bears, and I remember when their PJs went viral for this as well. But we've got lights in here, and these honestly make such a difference. I got these from Amazon 2 years in a row now, and they're the candlesticks that I add onto the tree. So that's going to be the next part. I put these on before anything else. I believe these are like extra lights and ribbons. So these boxes are great for storing all of the decorations, and I got these from Amazon, and we need to get quite a bit more when we put them away this year, so we can just try and keep it as organized as possible. And this is actually baubles, which are very neutral colors, as you can see, which is very different from previous years. So I always keep them because I think you can always play around and add pieces in. Like we've got random perfume bottle. I will not be using that this year, but there's a whole different color scheme, as you can see. I also thought this was a great idea last year to get like mini picture frames. Obviously this has nothing in it and it needs tying, and add photos to the tree as well. So I thought that could be a nice idea if I can kind of DIY this. But I do have the bells in here, which I'll be using, decorations. So I'm just going to sift through this and see what I can use. These are more fabrics. So I had the tree skirt, which I've just put down. I've got some lovely stockings in here that I've collated over the last few years. I love this linen frill one. Obviously they all need a good steam. And then in here as well are some of the houses that I have, which is similar to the Zara Home ones, but these are plain white. So there's a few in here. And I also keep my leftover candles, so anything last year that I didn't use up. This one was beautiful. And obviously the gorgeous red. This is the Parfums de Marly one. It smells amazing. Even just opening the box, I smelt it. I've also got the neon one in here. So I try and keep as much as I can from the previous year. And how cute is this? It's a little stocking for Bailey, a little mini one with the frill on. So I love kind of reusing what we've got and then seeing where we can get new and just kind of replace pieces. I think this is one of the big horses that I have. I clearly manifested it last year. These are also sweet, these mini houses underneath, and also this one, the present with the tartan bow. So it's all very much matching with the red tartan and checks. And I like to keep all of my artificial stems so I can play with them again this year. So in this box, I've pretty much gathered a few of these, like the red berries. I've got some pine cones. I've got some frosted stems. So I'm going to have a play around with this and see what I can make into a little flower arrangement on the coffee table or on the sideboard. And there's also some other ornaments in here. Like, good morning. It is install day 2. So I've got the florist coming over this morning to do the fireplace garlands and some of the centerpieces, which I'm very, very excited for, because I feel like it's just going to add such a different touch to the fireplaces this year. And although I loved them last year, I'm really excited to properly dress them and give them something a little bit extra. So I'm just quickly getting myself together. and I'm just wearing like a comfy outfit today because it's mainly like a day at home, and yeah, I feel like I don't need to really fully dress up, but this is kind of my go-to, always just like a shirt and a jumper. I got this from Mango and I've absolutely loved it. It's kind of just like an oversized cable knit. But back onto the Christmas deck, so I'm going to be doing the fireplaces today, and then I'll probably get started on the dining room, but I'm not probably going to have time to finish off the dining room and put up the tree and decorate it and do the tablescape. I'm thinking that would have to probably be in the next vlog, but we will have the wreath for the front door as well, so I'm going to be putting that on. So slowly but surely we're getting there with the decks, and I feel like even just the Christmas tree up in the living room, it feels so nice waking up this morning, going down and putting the lights on it. So the house is starting to feel festive. I'll pick up you guys when I'm ready. Okay, so today is the next install day. She is on her way, and this is what we're going to be decorating the fireplace, which is looking very sad at the minute. It's needing some love. Okay, the florist has just left and I am not over this. This is absolutely incredible. It is so beautiful. I love how wild and wonderful it is. Oh, my art has gone off the TV. It keeps doing that today. It doesn't seem to want to stay on. I've also turned the fire off because we were getting quite hot putting this all together. But look how the oranges come around. I'm zooming you in now a little bit more so you can see all the beautiful details. The big hydrangea heads, the dried oranges, the stems. It's absolutely wild and wonderful. The only thing is, it is very, very big for this fireplace, which I love. I love this kind of like big, exaggerated look. I think it looks amazing. I might just add a few, take a few bits out and add them to the garland in the dining room to just kind of distribute it and give up some space for the TV as well. But this is so incredible. And then I'm going to put the stockings hanging down as well, but I just can't get over this. Like, if you can see it zoomed in, all of the different details, the different berries, the pine cones. Oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. And this basically, I'm not sure if you can see underneath, it's sat in a tray. So this is what has the water in it. So this should last, and I'll just keep topping it up with water, like a water spray, to keep it nice and fresh. But this is beautiful because this is the arrangement she's also made for the coffee table, which matches. It's beautiful with, again, the berries, the dried oranges. So this will last, hopefully. And I'll keep this topped up. And I love that it just ties in so beautifully with this garland along the fireplace. And then this is the garland in the study. It's not picking up great with the light at the minute, but this is basically, I wanted it to be quite lopsided, and then I've taken one of the hydrangeas for now, but basically this is balancing. So I've ordered the command hooks to be able to move this over slightly and make sure it's secure, and then I'll add to it. Then it drapes down, and she's added the bells to it as well, which I think is so lovely. And I like the fact that it's asymmetrical, and then she's added the oranges intertwined, which is similar to how I've got it in the living room, and I think this just makes such a lovely touch. Of the pieces that I'm taking out of the other one, which are overs, I'm going to start placing in here, and I'm going to make this a lot bigger. And then I'll also add the stockings to this. So this is going to be basically TBC because I need to get the command hooks to keep it in place to be able to dress it properly. And then here in the dining room, I'm not going to have time to do all of the dining table and everything in here just yet, but I have put one of the garlands I got from last year, and again I've just added some of the leftover twigs. So these are some of them from the garland in the living room, and some of the holly and the berries, and this does actually light up. I intertwined some of the lights in this, so I feel like this works quite well actually on the fireplace in here. And then I've just put the candlesticks back. So yeah, I don't have time to do the full dining room or the hallway yet. And then this is the wreath that she has made. This is lovely and fresh on the front door, and it has just set it off perfectly. There's Chris, he's in the middle of painting and working on the stairs. I thought I'll just quickly show you because she's also added the same bells to it that are on the garland in the study, and it just sets it off and is a lovely entrance into the home. The light's slowly going, but I wasn't able to vlog putting all the decks on because I realised as I was doing it the camera battery had died, so I've just charged it and I thought I would show you. So I've got the lovely tartan ribbon going through here, we've got the berry twigs which fill in the gaps, the lovely Zara home car which I think just adds such character, and then also the little espresso martini, which I don't know if I showed you, this is what my sister got me for my birthday along with some other little Christmas decor. We've got the big velvet bows, the candles from Amazon, and I'm just loving how this is looking. These were the new ones that I got from the garden centre, so I've dotted those about, and I've just got a whole different mix and then intertwined some of the gold baubles, the green ones, the burgundy. I feel like it's come together so well. I'm so happy with it. And then just mixed in other little pieces like I showed you with the bear. We've got the little nostalgia heart here of when we first moved in. So I think it's all just looking quite put together. So I'm very happy with how this has actually turned out. Then I've just put the stool with the little basket and the bigger basket underneath my initials and just kind of moved this out. And then obviously all the presents will go underneath here, so it'll fill out a little bit. But I'm really happy with how the tree is looking this year. I think this is my favourite one yet. And then also on the sideboard, I put the garland, which I'll show you. A little bit dark now, so you can't see, but usually I put a bit of greenery on here, but because we've got so much on at the fireplace, I thought it would actually be nice to just hang this over the mirror, which is the tartan bows, and it just gives a nice little draping effect, and it matches in with the red into the tree. So it's all feeling complete in this room, and the candles are on and it's feeling very peaceful. I've since had a play around and I removed some bits and started to put it in the garland on the other fireplace, and it's looking so cozy in here. I've lit some of the candles and this is just looking amazing, and the stockings are up and it's all feeling very complete. So this is the view from the sofa, which is just, oh, just gives me all the feels, and it just feels so lovely and cozy in here now. I just can't get over how amazing this looks, and it's great that I've managed to take some out because you can see here, you're able to see the TV, so it looks a whole lot better, but I'm so happy with it. And then this view, oh, it's turned off, is the lovely Christmas tree. Okay, I feel like I keep crashing out here, but I've done most of the decks today. So I've done in here, I've done the study, obviously the garland's up, the tree's up. I need to do the dining room tree, the dining room table, the hallway, the office and upstairs in the next vlog. I can't do it all at once, but it's feeling good. It's feeling nice that everything's up. We're so close to December now. Can't believe we're going to be into December tomorrow, which is mad. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to be having a Vlogmas with you guys and sharing it the next few days and weeks. And as I said, it's going to be 10 days of Christmas. There's going to be 10 different Vlogmas episodes, which is going to be all jam-packed and fun, and I can't wait to share over the next few weeks with you. And obviously I'll share when I decorate the rest of the house, but for now I feel like Chris has just made some dinner, so I'm going to see what's cooking. Now Chris has just baked the most amazing pie. I just said to him, I was like, he got so excited he already got into it and plated it up, but this looks unreal. It's chicken, mushroom, peas. So we're gonna dig into this. This looks so good, babe. I'm gonna eat this and we will catch you guys in the next vlog when we're fully decorating. And when I say we, me.
I cooked.
Yes. Say goodbye.
Bye.